Hi there, it's Commander Davis. So Elite 1.2 dropped today. A few things I want to check out. The stupid among you will notice I'm back in a Type 6. Main reason for that is I've got this configured now for 112 units of cargo, and it makes me about 50,000 extra per run. The ASP I've got slightly reconfigured now for exploring, and cargo is down to 88 tons. However, I noticed in the release notes that they'd fixed the sound on the ASP. So what we want to do here is just take it out for a quick spin. Now, one of the things I loved about flying the ASP was the throaty sound it made, and in 1.1 they seem to have changed that. It became a bit wimpy, and really just wasn't as fun to fly anymore. Well, that sounds hopeful. A few other little changes. It looks like on the top left the communication things have changed. That sounds better. That sounds a lot better. Since I play solo most of the time, the comm stuff doesn't really make too much difference for me. The heat indicator on the left hand side of the scanner has changed a little bit. So what we'll do is we will
flight assist off. Flight assist on.
oh yeah. They've sorted the sound back out again, that's good. So one of the other things that they've put into this release, let's just get ourselves stopped. There we go. Is this thing, which requires a click on the mouse every single time. And what we should have, there we are. So this is the debug camera, which actually means you can now see your ship. It's just sort of the first time you've really been able to look at them properly, because the outfitting mode didn't really work so well. So now I can actually see where my countermeasures are. Given that I might actually move some of those. If I deploy those. And then
Gear deployed.
go back out to view. So that's got gear on, lights on. So interestingly, dropping the gear also opens the back door. just turn the lights off to see whether that makes a difference to some of the lighting models.
Loading in.
Probably a bit slow for that. I was just seeing if I can watch the gear going back up. Oh, that's pretty sweet. Be interesting to see if the serial numbers on the fins change for different commanders, or whether they're just part of the skin. Other things I read in the patch notes, there are things like, well, that's telling me I've got a parked ship. That's changed. If we go here, and then system view. Somewhere I was reading that there's a line that tells you how far out you were from the arrival point. I was actually thinking it was a physical line. Maybe it's just that line they've added in the information. The infamous Hutton orbital, which is just a tiny bit of a distance out. Apparently they've made a few other changes on the galaxy map to do with colours, a few other things. I will need to go through the patch notes in detail for that. But that seems to be the main changes. Hardly surprising that most of them are not going to affect me, given it's called wings. I do love that noise.
Docking request granted. Landing gear deployed.
So the other thing is that with the addition of various keys for the camera, things to do with comms, there's a option now to target the next system in a route. I have officially run out of buttons on my hot ass, and we'll have to think about some better way of mapping various things, which I'll give a ponder over the next few days. Well, there we go. Brief look into 1.2. I'm going to jump back into my Type 6 and make some money.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Cheers.